All right, guys, so I've got what I hope is a really fun and interesting video for you guys coming up. As I'm recording this right now, it's my 20th birthday. Woo! You're going to be seeing this a day or two later because it's 8:45 and I'm still editing the video. There's not a chance I'm releasing it tonight. Because it's my birthday, I decided a couple weeks ago I wanted to do a couple fun things for myself. You know, nothing too crazy, not like Matt's. I'm not taking a random trip yet. But I got a couple things and I started working on my car. Now, I've been living with these upgrades for a week or so, and I gotta say, it's amazing. It's not anything too spectacular. It's not, oh, I'm throwing twin turbos on my car. But it's just some things that I've wanted to do for a while that I thought were really fun. I'm happy with how they turned out. And it was a really interesting process, learning everything, getting everything sorted. However, there were a couple things that happened, some pretty big issues that we got to talk about before we even start to dig into the fun stuff. So let's rewind about 2 weeks to whenever all of this started to go down in a really bad way.
Okay, so it is now sometime in the past. It is the beginning of February right now, and it's about 9 p.m. Really fun little story for you. I'm on the way home from my aunt and uncle's house, and I nuked a deer. Like, it's Pennsylvania. There's going to be deer everywhere, but I nuked this thing. Like, hit it, jumped out from behind a garage, plowed it into my car. Thankfully, I don't know how, this car is built like an absolute tank because all it did is just shatter the driver's side headlight. I'll show you here in a second.
All right, so we are on our way outside into the, I think, minus 15 degrees. Here's our beautiful little B15. And as you can see, there's a little something missing here. It nailed like right here. So, I mean, you can kind of see there's a small crease here, small crease here. Hood still opens. Everything. It's not going to open now, but yeah, it's a little busted, I think. Bumper's fine. I mean, you really can't tell where the deer hit it. That was there already. Don't mind that. But yeah, these need replaced. So we're going to do that as soon as the parts come in a couple days. Okay, so if you can't tell, something's a little bit different. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Yeah, most of the clips along that bottom edge snapped. The one up by the headlight and behind, right by the air filter, snapped. Not good. So, not only do we need to replace the headlights before March, we also need to find a brand new front bumper, or probably used, and get it put on. Yippee. Okay, so it's been 4 days since the deer incident. We don't talk about that. And I finally got some parts to get it fixed. The day this happened, I let my family know, and my grandfather, bless his heart, jumped on and said, "Send me what you need, I will buy you a set of headlights. Happy birthday, I looked for hours." Wonderful guy. They arrived today. So these are a set of totally brand new headlights. We've got the driver's side, which is the one that exploded, and the passenger side. And I think, well, okay, not I think. I'm gonna replace them both because, let's be honest, I'm gonna throw a side-by-side, old versus new. They kind of needed replaced anyway, so I mean, I guess the deer gave me a good excuse. I didn't hit it on purpose, I swear, I tried to stop, but gave me a good excuse. So, I just got out of the shower, I'm a little tired, but we're gonna drive out to Harbor Freight, we're gonna get me some tools, because of course, somehow I don't have the Torx sockets I need. I had a set, but they disappeared. So I'm just gonna get a new set for like $5. I'm gonna get the headlights replaced, now I can actually finally see. I'm also gonna see if I can pick up a plastic welder. It's just little little staples basically that you heat up, stick into plastic, because there's a couple mounts on my bumper that, yeah, they just need reattaching. So we're gonna go jump in the car. I'm gonna put on shoes. We're gonna do that. Parts have been acquired. Now we're gonna go pick up some food. I mean, we're in Western Pennsylvania. You see the sheets, you might as well stop. We're gonna pick up food and go home. I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna get these replaced tonight. Partly because I need them for tomorrow. I'm taking a road trip to New York because I miss my college friends. But also, since it's night, I want to see the difference between the dirty lenses and the brand new lenses, just in terms of visibility. I think it's going to be night and day, pardon the expression. All right, let's go get food. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm home. I ate dinner. I got sockets. Oh yeah, they are sockets. They're Torx. I just needed Torx. I'm gonna run outside real quick. I'm gonna show you what I gotta remove for the headlights. I'm not gonna show you when I'm doing them because y'all don't want to watch me unscrew stuff for 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna show you what needs done, show you how I'm getting about it, and I'm gonna comparison. That was the other thing. Yeah, compare the lights if I can. All right. Let's go outside. Okay, so here we are at the car, and actually, I think this is the first time you've seen the engine bay of this thing. So this is, don't know the name, this is a Nissan 2.5 liter inline four. It's got the 6-speed hidden right behind the battery. Don't know who the guy is that owned this before, but he routed a proper cold air intake. You can't really see it, but it's right there. So that exists. There's upgraded tubes, random caps, but we don't worry about that right now. What we're worrying about is the headlights. So obviously, lights there, lights there. I'm gonna go to this one because there's better light. All there is just these two bolts holding the light in, and then pull them out, pop them in. So I'm gonna hit the lights real quick and see how it looks for brightness. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. I mean, I doubt there's going to be much of a difference, but you can see fairly well there's the high beams aren't that much different. It's good, but it doesn't go far. And I like just the random bulb. That's great. Thankfully, oh, there we go. That's perfect. Thankfully, the new lights come with brand new headlights and indicator bulbs. That's a brand new indicator bulb, so I'm gonna save it because I didn't think the lights would come with them. So I will be 5-10 minutes probably. I'm gonna pull these lights, replace them. I'm gonna get a photo of, old lights versus new, and then probably throw the bumper on tonight if I can. So I'll see you in like 5. So I got the new one installed, which first off, compare that to this. It just looks so much better, so much cleaner even. Just looks a lot cleaner, and there's a glare here. That glare exists normally. It's not just the camera. But what I love more, the car's screaming a little bit. I got a blue light on the inside, kind of cool. If you look, my high beams actually do the thing now. They never did that before. So we're gonna get this replaced. Might not throw the bumper on today, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to just to have it done, but it's kind of late and cold. I don't want to be in the cold any longer than I have to. So I'm gonna go back inside, get this finished, and then I think as soon as we do that, there's a couple other things I want to work on tonight. All right, so now that the important stuff is taken care of, let's move on to some of the fun stuff. Recently, I've seen just some random stuff on the internet. Mostly people customizing their card. I've seen people customizing their car in weird and interesting ways. And something I've seen regularly is people making Monster Energy cans into shifters. Now, I tried this. First attempt, well, the big can didn't go so well. It was way too clunky. So then I moved on to a Red Bull can, smaller, the 12 ounce. It worked, but it was still too high.
So today it's attempt 3. Now I know what I'm doing this time, and I'm not a fan of Red Bull, so I really don't feel bad about trashing this one. I have a mount. I spent about 2 hours 3D printing a model yesterday. It turned out pretty well, about as well as the other one, and as you can see, it's even got my name engraved in a place that nobody's ever going to see it. But I don't care because it means a lot to me that it's there. So also while I was at Harbor Freight, I picked up some 2-part epoxy because last time I used spray foam and it went crunch. It was not good. So we're gonna go sand off the bottom of this can and probably make a little bit of mess in my basement sink. But it's fine, it's Red Bull. I kind of hate Red Bull, so it's whatever. We're gonna sand off the bottom of this. We're going to make sure that my adapter fits, which if it doesn't, I might crash out. That was a 2-hour long print. And then, yeah, we're gonna just make a shifter and hopefully have it cured by tomorrow. Same thing with the plastic weld. We're gonna install that right before I make a 4-hour drive to go see some of my friends. All right, so here's our really fancy process. I have an old box that I found laying around. I have my Red Bull can, and I have some 80 grit sandpaper. And we're just gonna do that until the bottom cracks out and Red Bull starts spraying through the sink. Oh, okay, well, there it goes. All right, it seems to be pretty empty. Let's, okay, it's splitting, but not enough. I want to run it a little bit more just to be 100%. All right. Let's get a Swiss Army knife that I have conveniently laying down here. Sorry about that. I bumped the pot that's holding up the camera. Okay, and that's that. All right, so we got that. Here's our can. Hollow on the bottom. It needs washed out, so I'm gonna wash this out, dry it out real quick, and then, yeah, I guess we'll take this upstairs and make it into a shifter. Okay, so it is the next day. I let this sit all night, just, you know, waiting. I didn't want it to not be cured right. It feels solid, so I'm going to change just really quickly, and we're gonna go jump in the car and do a really, really simple modification. And then we're gonna drive. Don't know if I'm gonna show you any of that, but I'm gonna have a fun weekend, I think. I'm gonna have a fun weekend, I think. Well, I'm really glad I brought the camera. I'm currently sitting in the middle of the highway. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you this yet. So here's a good time to show the interior of the car. I got a free GPS off of Facebook. I'm literally just using it as a mini map because I like mini maps. I play too many video games. I have 2 radios. So this radio is the main one. This one controls the inside. That's Bluetooth goes there. No CDs though. This radio has CDs. This is a CB radio. And what I want to do, number one, the top radio, okay, there's too many words. I'm just gonna flip you and show you again. This radio has CDs. I like CDs. So this is gonna input into this radio. This is just there. It has a speaker. It's gonna go into this for an input. I'm also gonna have this input into there, and this is gonna go on outside speakers. That way at car meets, when I feel like being unique, I can have outside speakers. I can yell at people from in my car, which I'm not gonna do when driving because I don't wanna get shot. I can play music outside my car. Yeah. I got my can shifter. It works really well once you get it screwed on.
This is my old shifter. It's upside down. Old shifter, 6-speed. I don't have the 6-speed on here, but I know it's a 6-speed because I've driven this thing so much. Yeah, so I have to wait an hour and a half in my car for AAA to show up. And I want to cry. Because the last time this happened, I had to wait like 15 hours for a tow. Yeah. So I'm going home. All right, so it is the day and a half later. Yeah, right about a day and a half. Yesterday we got the car home. I got home at like 1 in the morning almost, so I slept half the day away. My dad and I ran out, got brand new tires put on. They're not, anything high quality. They're not like the most crazy expensive, but they'll work for what I need. They're a lot better than what was on there. I haven't gotten those put on yet, mostly because it was freezing yesterday. I don't remember what the temperature was. I think it hit like well into the negatives with wind chill. So we haven't thrown those on yet. Today's a lot warmer, so we're gonna do that. In addition, we're going to put on the last mod that I want to do for the car for right now. And that, my friend, would be this. So this, well, in case you can't tell, aftermarket steering wheel. It's a Momo Black and adapters enough to get it mounted to the car and, actually connected. I've never fought with this before. I've never properly taken off and replaced the steering wheel, so this is going to be a really interesting time. Let's put it that way. I do have the car disconnected from power. I disconnected it at like 7 o'clock last night, so it's been pulled off of power for about 13, 14 hours now, which is good because I don't want the airbag to blow in my face when I'm, pulling it off. So let me finish working on one thing. Let me get some breakfast, and then let's go out, put those tires on, and do this. We're gonna do something fun too, because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to set up a tripod. So I'm gonna throw you on a hat. So you're gonna see kind of from my perspective. See if that's gives an interesting vibe to the video. All right. Nice. Come around here. Ooh! Those are really cold. Let's go get some gloves so I don't freeze my hands off. There it goes. Three to go. One. Sweet. One more nut. Okay. Oh. All right, inside brake. I'm starting to get really cold. Oh. Okay, so it's 9 degrees. Gonna get down to -8. It feels like -2. Yeah, I can see that. All right, you know what? I'm warm enough. Let's go outside and get these tires on, get this car on the ground. All right, we're off the stands. There's number 1. There's number 2. Now we stand 1 out. Stand 2 out. Here, yeah, okay. Brand new, never used. Why? Because rarely do I torque my stuff. Okay, cool. So that's our torque wrench set to 80. 80, well, 85. I don't know what the actual torque spec is, but I know most torque specs for standard cars are right around 80. And I want to go a little bit more because I don't exactly trust myself. 80. Oh, church is starting. Okay. And here we go. All my tires are done. Sure, let's go take the steering wheel off. See if I can figure it out. So here's this cover. Oh, there's that sockets there. Alright, there goes our cruise control. What's that? Probably a 10 mil. Oh. Cover. Nice. Let's see. Too big. Oh, well, there's the... Oh, I was right, it is a 10 mil. This is a 3/8. I don't know why I was using a 3/8 and thought it was a 10 mil. All right. Bolt out. Saved it. All right. Now, because this is going to start to get annoying, I should straight pull that out. I think now that just comes right out. Okay, let's see. Oh no, that's not it. Is it just... Okay, so it is just pull this up, pull this out. Huh. I don't know how the horn works in this thing. That's I guess what I gotta figure out next. So that seems to be horn. How that works, I got no idea. Okay. Save this nut. Okay, you're dead. I'll charge and finish this in a minute. And now I'm back. As you can probably assume, given this fact, I did not go back.
I left my camera to sit and charge and totally forgot about it until about 3 hours after I got the entire steering wheel installed. If you follow my Instagram, you've seen this picture posted. That was the best picture I think I've ever gotten of my car. That's with the steering wheel installed. That's with the Red Bull shifter. That's everything done there. But that's not enough for me. And I know it's not enough for you guys, just a single picture. So tomorrow, as soon as it's light out, we're gonna go out, we're gonna get some beauty shots of this thing. With that, I just want to give a massive thank you to you guys. First off, for sticking with me despite the slightly wonky upload schedule, but also for just supporting me in general. For my grandfather helped me with the headlights. Dad helped me out with getting those tires, because obviously I couldn't drive to get them myself. And just everybody who watches, I'm hoping that I can bring you, at the very least, some form of entertainment and, you know, maybe some sort of knowledge in the future. Stay safe, be careful, have a good one.
Which is the right set of holes? There's too many. Why? I'm gonna go back inside because I'm cold. Because it gets really cold out here. Is it just... Oh, okay, yeah, I know how this works. Okay, I'm dumb. I should know how to read a torque wrench, but I don't know how to read this one.